Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about title types. First in line is clean title vehicles. Clean title on a vehicle is usually stating that the title has never received more than 75% loss in a car accident. Usually every vehicle has this: motorcraft, motorcycle, boat. For an example, we're going to look at this Jetta. Has a clean title but still has damage, stating that it had its front end damage and it was in a charity auction. On the screen you're going to see a clean title that is a Michigan title actually. All we're going to be seeing today is Michigan titles. Other than that, not much to talk about clean title. And now we're going to be talking about salvage title, where it gets a little more interesting. First off, usually an inspector will determine if the vehicle has more than 75% from the insurance company, 75% more damage than its actual cause. Usually if you see small damage vehicles like this, usually the insurance company doesn't want to pay out to pay the vehicle to fix it. It's actually be cheaper for them just to pay out the owner. As you can see, usually a vehicle like this won't cost as much as they say to be fixed. They actually don't have a cost right now. They usually call salvage titles what you see on the screen. There's multiple names for them, and again, you'll see a salvage title. Usually they just stamp it with a salvage name, saying salvage on the title. Salvage, there'll be another video on the whole process of getting it rebuilt and what steps you need. In the description there will be a form, the one you're going to have to fill out for the inspector. That'll be in the description. That's only for Michigan, but you can probably figure it out from there if you're in a different state. And then after you have the vehicle inspected, you'll have a rebuilt title. The rebuilt title will have 30 to 25% less than the value of the regular vehicle if it did have a clean title. Rebuilt titles, small hint, people can't get a loan on them. If you do get, if you are selling them, you can't get a loan on them. You can't get. The only way they can get is if they get a loan to themselves and then they pay you, but their percentage will be higher and it won't be worth it for them. So usually you will have cash buyers for that. Also, for the rebuilt title, you're gonna have to be a good sales rep to try to sell a title like that. You're gonna have to convince them that you aren't trying to sell a flooded vehicle. People are they don't know about the system, so they don't know how it works. They're just scared. So you gotta get their trust on your side. And then next up, we'll have a scrap title. Usually scrap title means that you won't be able to actually rebuild the vehicle. You are allowed to use it for parts, and if you do use it for parts, you will have to show that title if you do use the parts on a salvage vehicle. Scrap titles, you will find them very dirt cheap. For an example, here's a Sierra 2015. This is destroyed, but as you can see, junk vehicle. Junk and scrap is the same thing. But let's find a vehicle. 2012 Chrysler 200. Looking for $500. But as I said, you can't rebuild these cars. These cars are usually meant for parts. I'm not logged in actually. Sell them for parts, then you can end up scrapping it because you do have a title for it. If you do that, you will make a profit on some of the vehicles. And then you will have bill of sale. Bill of sale is a little the same thing, but the only difference you're going to have is you're not going to have a title. So the only problem you're going to run into is when you do go to scrap it, they won't take it. At the scrapyard, you'll need a title for it. So the only way you'll be able to do that is if you cut it up. If you cut the shell and go ahead and scrap it one by one. A little harder. As you can see, parts only, no title. Other than that, I don't know if you'll run into trouble if you do use a part on a salvage vehicle to get it rebuilt. If you run into trouble with that, I've not had that happen to me yet. If you do purchase the vehicle yourself and also sell it, because you can't write a receipt out to yourself. Other than that, if you've seen this video helpful to you, give me a like and a comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.